My Little Pirates, Robin's Adventures in Equestria, by Full Metal Pony. Set adrift, changing history. Arr, arr, arr! Crowed a rather raspy rooster. Nora's mare with a disheveled blonde mane stuck her head out of her bedroom window to glare up at the offending fowl. I'm up, okay? Applejack yelled. She stuck her head back into her room and tried over to her dresser to grasp her hat. Land sakes, I know he's meant to keep me up, but that rooster sounds worse than a cat taking a bath. She mumbled to herself as she tried downstairs to the kitchen. Maybe I have to take up the flare shot.
Morning, sis,
said Big Macintosh. Applejack chuckled a little at her brother's appearance. She always got a laugh out of seeing him standing over the stove, cooking in an apron. He ignored the laughs and went back to making breakfast. Morning, Blake Mike. She took a whiff of the pancakes her brother was making and smacked her lips. They'll smell mighty good.
Well, Appleblock season's coming up soon, and we're all gonna need our strength at that.
He flipped the pancake and put it onto a plate.
This here, I think Applebloom might want to...
Pancakes! Screamed the youngest Apple sibling. So he ran up and hugged Big Macintosh's legs. Like so much, brother. Well, ain't that something? Applejack mused. Applebloom, this is the earliest I think I've ever seen you up. Well, I've been having this dream about my cutie mark, but then they turned the pancakes, Applebloom explained. I woke up, a new Big Macintosh was making a super special apple pancakes, and I had to try some. Supreme skeptically around her brother. It was attempting to stay focused on the pancakes. That's all fine and fair, said Applejack. Remember, if you want to get the cakes, you have to help out too. Of course I want to help out, Applebloom ecstatically replied. Applejack reached out and tossed her little sister's mane. Well, I say, Apple Favor Spirit. She turned her attention to the kitchen table, and the elderly male was sleeping at the head of it. Granny Smith! The elder probably kept sleeping. Granny Smith! Applejack repeated with a raised voice and got no response. She let out a sigh. Some poet calls you taken. Granny Smith instantly woke and grabbed her cane and waved it around as if it were a sword. Let's call an apple chicken. You'll so sweet fat brothers, isn't it? Let's call it, Granny Smith. Applejack calmly stated. She walked over to her grandmother and sat her back down in the chair. I just need to get you up. Oh, Granny Smith said. Well, why do you say so? Applejack resisted the face off. Anyway, I'll just need you to keep an eye on Applebloom while Big Macintosh is making breakfast. I'm gonna go check the trees to make sure they're ready for harvesting. Yeah, probably out there, Granny Smith replied. With Applebloom in relatively competent hooves, Applejack made her way outside. She took a deep breath of the early morning air and looked to the horizon to see the sun setting back into the sky. I'll bet it's gonna be a great day. Well, I got work to do. Applejack trotted away from the farmhouse, made her way over to some of the closer apple trees. She stopped at one that looked like particularly full of fruit. A coy smile was stretched across her face. I'll just loosen up a few trees for Applebloom. Well, I heard of her legs. Applejack turned around, planted her forehead to the ground, while keeping most of her weight on her hind legs. She double-checked her position to make sure her hooves would hit the tree and then let her hind legs out. However, she made sure only to use a fraction of her strength. Her hooves connected with the tree. Then the ground shuddered. What a darnation! Applejack lost her footing and fell to the ground with a shook, and a little more, but then suddenly stopped. What the hell was that? An apple cocked Applejack on the head, followed by three more. Ow! Applejack slowly got back into her hooves while nursing her head. When she stopped seeing spots, she looked around to assess the damage. All around her lied apples on the ground, and a few leaves as well. Say you! Whatever that was that knocked all the fruit from the trees. Ugh. How are we going to get all into the bastards before we go bad? She turned to rest back to the farmhouse. A sudden green flickered in the corner of her eye. Applejack's ears perked up in attention. What the hell was that? Curiosity pushed Applejack to over where she seen the green. She tried past the trees and followed the fruit to the flicker's source. As she got closer, she noticed some of the trees were bent at odd angles, as if something had pushed them back. She was so distracted by the trees that she didn't notice the large hole in front of her. With a slight misstep, she tumbled down it and landed with a very loud thud. Ugh! Forget what I was saying about this being a good day. She dusted herself off and looked around the hole she was in. It wasn't very deep, but it had a uniform precision to it that told Applejack something was up. Who would go and dig a hole in my farm? Nail's too big for you, Winona. She climbed down to get a better survey of the hole she had fallen into. Her heartbeat quickened when she saw it wasn't a hole, but a rather large paw print. This ain't good. I gotta warn everybody in town that there's a monster on the loose. Must be Tuesday. Elsa sped back to the farmhouse as fast as her legs could carry her. She didn't notice the pair of eyes that had been watching her from the bushes. Is it possible that the dominant species on this island are equines? The eye source asked itself. That still doesn't explain my entire appearance, though. It did mention a town, though. Perhaps there'll be answers there. There was a rustling in the bushes and a small thud. Hopefully I'll figure out how to walk by then. Rarity awoke with a smile. Oh, what a lovely dream. She mused to herself as she stretched her legs. She managed to open her windows and let the sun shine in. Opal gave a hiss and then pulled herself deeper into her cat home. Come now, Opal. Rarity cooed over the entrance to Opal's home. It's a glorious day, and we can't enjoy it by staying inside. Her eyes lit up with delight. Oh, idea! I'm going to freshen up, and then it'll be your turn. We'll look magnificent together and be the talk of the town. Opal gave a small moan, knowing she was up for a trip to the beauty room. You stay here while I go take a shower and get ready, Rarity said. She trotted over to her bathroom and opened the door. As soon as I'm done, it'll be your turn. Oh, this is going to be fabulous. She closed the door and left Opal alone in the room. Opal, in turn, darted out of her home and desperately tried to open the door to escape. Rarity sang to herself while the shower cascaded down on her. Now what should I go for today? Artiste? Fancy? She lifted her shampoo and let her remain. The wet mean look has been catching a popularity lately. Ooh, maybe I'll go with that. Rarity tilted her head and washed out the rest of her soap and her mane. Why wouldn't I think that is a type of fashion? For that matter, it sounded like somebody was Rarity jumped out the shower at the sound of the second scream. Oh my word! Somebody's in peril! I've got to go help! She rushed for the door, but stopped before opening it. She lit up her horn and wrapped towels around her body and mane. Don't you really want to be immodest? Rarity galloped outside her store and saw a bunch of ponies running around in panic, flailing their hooves everywhere. What's an Equestria? Rarity noticed that a pink mare with a green mane was cowering behind her flower cart, muttering, The horror! The horror! Daisy, Rarity asked the shaky mare, what is going on? Oh, Rarity, Daisy shook. It was terrible. We should have listened to Applejack. Applejack? Rarity's brow creased a little. What happened? Is she all right? I think so. But she warned us that a monster was near town. We didn't listen. Then it showed up. What showed up? We didn't know what it was at first. From a distance it looked like a pony, but then we saw it was pure black, with holes running through its mane and legs. Daisy shook more. It had this horrible cricked horn, and wings that looked like a giant insect. Rarity began to shake as well now. He tried to get closer to us, but suddenly Daisy managed to throw one of his oranges at her. But what? Rarity asked nervously. Daisy ran forward, clasped onto Rarity's shoulder, and made another leg pop out of his side and crushed the fruit. Rarity felt hot tears on her shoulder. Then Sonny kept throwing oranges at it, but his legs appeared out of nowhere and held Sonny down. While I was dealing with him, Carrot Top managed to hit it with one of her carrots. Then it just ran off into one of its allies. Carrot Top, how do you feel about losing one of your carrots? The poor thing. It never had a chance for life. I see. A cold sweat now ran down Rarity's neck. A chasing a Ponyville. Not those things again! She gave Daisy a pat on the back and raised her head. Oh, it's just Kevin. He's just having fun walking around. You were very helpful, Daisy. Now, I need you to get some ponies together and warn the rest of the town. That creature was a changeling, and it's very dangerous. That night thing is new, but we need to keep every pony safe from it. What about you? I'm going to get quiet. Wait! Rarity stopped to look back at Daisy. What? Why are you wearing a towel? And for Celestia's sake! Rarity ran into her store before dancing out again, this time sans towels. No pony noticed the sharp black ear that rested on the side of Daisy's cart, and vanished as Rarity galloped away. She gasped for breath from behind the barrel and tried to make herself as small as possible. She looked down at her black legs and thought back to how the town's residences had reacted to her. This isn't good. Whatever form I've taken must have belonged to an enemy of this town. Hey, Celestia, mind explaining? All humans are evil. All pirates are... Not you, disfixed Celestia. You're a jerk. I want the real Celestia to talk. You called. Celestia, why is it that all the other Straw Hats got turned into ponies, but Robin suddenly got turned into a changeling? That I have no idea. It betrays all laws of magic and logic. It doesn't make a lick of sense to me. Good luck. This is as torturous for poor Robin. I mean, every pony else got an easier time than her, but she gets put into a changeling. That's just wrong. Poor Robin. She brought her breathing down to a slower pace and reflected what she gleaned from overhearing the white unicorns discussing with the flower seller. Most of the town's residents assumed I was a monster, but that white one called me a changeling. This must be the name of this species. She looked down at her hoof again and focused. And there her hoof instantaneously popped out the hoof in front of her. At least my powers seem to be in working order. She closed her eyes and summoned more ears to listen to the situation around town.
We have got the wool in the mire. How do we contact the royal guard?
The horror! The horror! What have you done with her? You're a changeling, aren't you? No! She focused on the last two voices she heard. Oh, just fleur! She muttered. She was now looking at a beige equine with a purple and blue mane, confronting another equine with a seafoam green coat and mid-colored mane with a stripe of white running through it. Prove it, shouted the beige one. You told me you got bewitched at the wedding. How do I know it's really you? Your favorite recipe is bonbons filled with cider. You once had a cat fight with berry puns over the last cup of cider because you liked them so much. The green one replied. The beige one turned bright red, and her form slumped. Okay, Lyra, it is you. Mwah! We need to be careful, though. Did you say changelings could look like any pony? She opened her eyes again, as her additional eyes and ears disappeared. I have shape-shifting abilities? I do need a disguise to avoid capture. Maybe I could get back to my normal body then. Ooh! Is that a unicorn on top of a unicorn? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. She closed her eyes again and focused on her original appearance. Green flames consumed her body for a second, then dissipated. She gazed down at her new form and sighed at the sight of a hoof. The holes on the legs were now replaced with fur. Hopefully, this is better than nothing. It is, trust me. No pony ever notices me at all. And you are? Name's Thorax. Pleased to meet you, I'm Nika Robin. She scuttled from her hiding spot and peeked her head out of the alley and looked to the street. All the residences there had been before had been cleared out. She pulled her head back to the alley. It would be suspicious for anyone to wander the streets now. She turned to walk deeper in the alley, but paused when she felt her stomach tighten. Her legs became wobbly as she nearly lost her balance. She braced herself against the wall, keeping from falling down. I must have been flying for days. I need to get some food. She focused as summoned eyes around the town to locate a restaurant. She stopped her search when she spotted a bizarre structure that seemed to be composed entirely of sweets. Don't worry, Mr. and Mrs. Cake! Pinkie Pie assumed a defensive pose in front of Circuit Cube Corner. The cakes upstairs were standing guard by their foals room. There's no way some nasty changeling's gonna get the drop on me! My tail would twist if it tried to do that! Pinkie triumphantly smirked at no pony in particular and continued to guard the door. A shadow appeared outside about Tsukakyu corner, and Pinkie Pie slunk down, got ready to pounce.
Alright, Pinkie, this is it. Time to become the hero of Ponyville. Wait, I see the Equestria ties now. So, technically, I'm already a hero of Ponyville. Oh, I got it. If I see the town, then I'll be a super ultra mega hero. And then every pony can have a super ultra mega hero part.
A knock on the door interrupted Pinkie's thoughts. Her eyes narrowed at the shadow on the other side of the door.
Easily Mimi says blast stars down. Wonder whether the Nazi can't be all that bad.
Pinkie Pie happily bounced to the door, grabbed the knob in her mouth. Pinkie! Mrs. Cake shouted, don't open the door! Too late. Pinkie flung the door open and was greeted by a pony. Hello. The mare calmly said. She was a bit taller than Pinkie, and with a deep black mane that was divided by a horn. Her coat was of a dark purple hue, even heavier than Twilight's. On her flank was a picture of a book in magnifying glass. Her nose seemed to be a bit sharp for a mare. However, her most drawing trait were her wide pupils, which were large even by pony standards. She also looked a bit weathered, and her knees took a little. Is this restaurant by any chance? Personally, if we're going to have our lovely lady Robin as a pony, I would prefer it to be Fleur-de-Lis. Mainly because of Rarity's long, sexy curve. Mainly because of Fleur's long, sexy curves. Oh, yes. She has curves. Oh, does my lady have curves?
It sure is, Pinkie happily replied. There's some kind of strange monster on the loose threatening the town right now, so you probably should get inside. Do we get sticks? Oh, I never heard of a safety soldier party before. This'll be fun!
The mayor paused for a moment before taking a step into the corner. Thank you. However, a pig hoof blocked her from going further into the corner.
Sorry, I don't usually do this, but can you Pinkie promise that you're not an evil monster who wants to hurt ponies?
I promise. Pinkie frowned a little.
No, you have to Pinkie promise. Are you new or something?
Pinkie's eyes started pink franks as he deeply gasped.
Oh my gosh, you're a new pony! That means we'll have to celebrate.
Pinkie Pie started bouncing up and down.
We'll have a party, eat cake, play games, but we'll have to wait until after the monster.
She stopped bouncing out and narrowed her eyes to the mayor.
You're a new pony that showed up just as the monster shows up too. Well, I definitely need you to make a Pinkie promise now.
How exactly do you make this promise?
Oh, it's easy.
Pinkie called to suck their breath.
Cross my heart and help the fly stick a cupcake in my eye.
Pinkie played out the crossing part and substituted sticking a cupcake in her eye with her mouth.
See? Easy.
Pinkie said with a hope still in her eye. The mayor nodded to copy Pinkie's answers while saying, I, Pinkie, promise. Pinkie playfully wiped the sweat off her brow.
Phew! That's a relief. I hate using my party cannon on you.
Pinkie turned around and bucked the door closed.
I don't want the actual monster to get in.
Yes, that would be a problem. Anyway, would it be possible to get some... Pinkie was now mere inches away from the mayor's face. Food?
Of course you can. You're in Ela Town. That means you have to try some awesome food.
Pinkie Pie bouncing around up and down.
Oh, wait.
She got back right into the mayor's face.
I have to learn your name first. Otherwise, I'll just have to call you Mysterious Mayor that showed up when there was a monster here, too. That's a mouthful.
Robin, the mayor replied, unperturbed by Pinkie's erratic attitude.
That's a really neat name. Anyway, what do you want to eat? We got cakes, cupcakes, muffins, pastries. Did I mention cupcakes?
I'll have a blueberry muffin if you have one.
Okie dokie dokie.
Pinkie zoomed over to the display of all the cures as food and quickly came back with the muffin balanced on her head.
Here you go.
Robin instantly reached out with a hoof, but put it down and paused for a moment. Pinkie gave Robin a confused look.
Is something wrong?
No, I'll just... Robin extended her head forward into the wrapping of the muffin. The meal procured, she tried over to a nearby table and sat down to enjoy it. Pinkie also took a table. Robin was about to take a bite of the muffin when she noticed the two ponies staring at her from the upper level of the corner. Hello. Is something wrong? No, Mr. Cake nervously muttered. He looked back at Mrs. Cake and whispered something to her. She trotted out of Robin's sight while Mr. Cake descended the stairs. Pinkie, is everything all right?
Everything's great.
Pinkie enthusiastically replied.
I met Robin, and now we're having a safety shelter party.
I see. Well, if you trust her, things are going to be okay. Just be careful. I'll go and help the missus with the folks, okay?
Roger.
Pinkie playfully saluted Mr. Cake, and he softly sighed and went back upstairs. Robin bent her head down to eat the muffin, but stopped when she noticed a pair of bright blue eyes inches away from her own. Yes.
Well, you're a new pony in town, and aside from having bad luck coming in when a monster was here, you're super lucky to be here.
I am.
Yep, because now we can celebrate and have fun.
Robin chuckled a little at Pinky's enthusiasm. You remind me of my few of my own friends.
Ooh, are they in town too?
Robin stopped chuckling and face turned to his neutral expression. I'm afraid my friends may be very far away. Would you happen to know the location of this island? Pinky cocked an eyebrow, then stuck her tongue out.
Silly, Ponyville is an island, it's a town.
I meant the island this town is on.
Equestria's not an island either.
I see. This could be a problem. Then again, she seems to have her head in the clouds, so she might not be that knowledgeable. I need to find someone with information. Do you know where I could possibly look at some maps?
Sure, at the library. We'll have to wait until the monster disappears to go there, though.
Might as well be find out more about my form while I'm here. Can you possibly tell me more about this monster?
Oh, well, I can't see it, but I know what a changeling looks like. They're black and have bug wings, but this one also had a mane and a curved horn, so it might be a changeling queen. Which is odd because I thought we sent them all flying a few months ago. Changelings have queens. Do they have princesses? Wait, why is Princess Leslie a princess and we don't have a queen? Oh, this is going to be a tough one.
Anyway, what makes these changelings so dangerous?
Well, they're really mean and steal other ponies' love and feed off of it. The worst part is that they look like some pony you love and they feed off of you. But the real worst part is that I've totally seen bear transformations.
Fascinating. I hope the need to depend on love for sustenance doesn't apply to me. That will only compound things.
Wait a minute.
Pinky slammed a hoof on the table, stretching her forehead her head.
Did you...
A musical twinge of fear ran through Robin.
Get checked by changeling finding way here.
I recall getting hit by something, then wakening a few moments later. Robin lied. Pinky rubbed a hoof against her chin.
No wonder you were hungry. That mean old changeling must have stolen some of your love.
She danced back over to where the food was and grabbed a biscuit as well.
Here, you probably need this as well.
Are you sure? I think that thing also took my money, so I'm a little distant to you at the moment.
Just what?
I'm poor.
Oh, no problem. Pinky flashed Robin a smile. I always give new ponies a treat when they come to town anyway.
Robin gave Pinky a small smile. That's very generous of you.
Silly. Rarity's the generous one. I'm a funny one.
What's Rarity?
Not what? Who? She's one of the bestest friends ever. Oh, we should say her things once things calm down. We should go see Rainbow Dash, Fluttershy, and Applejack, and Twilight.
Something tapped Pinky on the shoulder.
Huh?
She turned around and saw no pony near.
That's weird. I could have sworn somebody tapped my shoulder. What a strange thing. Anyway.
She turned back around to look at Robin and noticed the mare was whipping a few crumbs off her face. The rest of the muffin and biscuit were nowhere to be seen.
Wow! You eat those fast!
I was a bit hungry. She brought her hook down to her stomach and noticed it still felt a little empty. I'll need to move fast off of this island. She focused her attention back on Pinky. So, this library is the main information hub in town?
Uh-huh. It's where one of my friends...
Before Pinky could finish, Robin was already marching towards the door.
lives.
She rushed over and blocked the exit. Could you please move? Robin nonchalantly asked. I'm sure I can find the library on my own.
Sorry, but I can't let some pony, even if I just met them, go while a changeling is on the loose. You understand, right?
Pinky looked at Robin with concerned eyes. I can fend for myself. Something pushed against Pinky's back and began tickling.
Stop it!
Pinky giggled. Then she collapsed on the floor, unaware of the two black hosts that were assaulting her.
Please, it's my greatest weakness.
The tickle continued.
Okay, I promise, you can go.
The host stopped their attack, disappeared before Pinky could get a look out. Good. Robin started to try out the door, but noticed Pinky was right by her side. Next to Pinky also appeared a can of some sort. I thought you said I could go.
I did, but there's no way I'm letting any pony go out alone right now.
Pinky tapped on her rather colorful can.
I ain't got my pride can as backup. Plus, he totally had to show me how you did that trick without using your horn. And you a great prank.
Robin lightly sighed. Well, if you'll be tagging along, at least it'll be easier to find this library.
Okay, I'll tell you where it is. But first, tell me how you did that trick.
Just a simple sleight of hoof.
Well, I guess the best tricks are the ones you keep secret. I'll probably figure it out eventually. Piggy said with a gay smile. Anyway, the library is right.
Inside the giant tree, Twilight ran back and forth, levitating books and scrolls all around her while she ran. Spike stood, watching his partner dash around the library. In his claws was a piece of parchment and a writing quill. Spike, is the letter almost done? Twilight nervously asked. Almost got it. Spike replied as he furiously brought the quill up and down on the parchment. Good. The princess needs to know about this threat immediately. A changeling would be bad enough, but a changeling in the same rank as Chrysalis would be a disaster. What about the rest of the town? For the 5th time, you sent Rarity and Applejack to warn the rest of the town after they came here to get the other elements pronto. I do hope he means the other element bearers because I would like to point out, elements are currently stuck in the tower! Spike finished the letter, sent it off a blaze of green fire. I don't see what the big deal is. You told me you took down dozens of changelings at the wedding. Why is this a big deal? Because, Spike, a horde of changeling is bad, but a single one could be even worse. Spike tilted his head at Twilight. I don't get it. I don't either. I have a feeling whatever explanation they provide is going to make me face off. Twilight sighed and face off. A single changeling is worse because it can assume a pony's form and turn every pony else against each other. Twilight's lips curled down a little, just like the wedding. Spike went over to Twilight and patted Twilight on his shoulder. Oh, I didn't mean to bring it up that way. I just meant you and your friends can handle this. Twilight gave Spike a small smile and rubbed the spines on his head. Thanks, Spike. Well, now that the letter is sent, we just have to wait for everybody else to... Knock at the door, interrupted Twilight. That was fast. She tried closer to the door and lit the knob with her magic.
Hiya, Twilight!
Piggy enthusiastically screamed and bounced into the library. Piggy, good, you're here. Twilight looked down and noticed the can at her friend's side. Even better, you brought the can. Hopefully we won't... Twilight now knows the additional set of hooves by the can. However, these ones were dark purple. Need it. Twilight's eyes traced the hooves upward to the pony they belonged to and met with the deep pupils of a said pony.
Pinky, who's this?
Twilight cautiously asked.
Oh!
Pinky zoomed over to Robin and put a leg over her shoulders.
This is Robin. She's in your ponytail. Aside from the whole rhyming with the monsters on the listing, she's really nice.
I see, Twilight replied, then turned to her assistant. Spike, could you entertain our guest for a second? Sure thing, Twilight! Spike saluted and walked over to Robin. Hi, I'm Spike! However, Robin's eyes were focused on the shelves of books that lined the inside of the tree. She brought a hoof over to her mouth as well. So much like O'Hara. You okay? Spike tapped Robin's knee a little, seeing that his words weren't getting to her. Robin looked down at the small dragon. Oh, sorry. This place just reminds me a bit of my home. Another bookworm. Cool! Spike grinned. Maybe you could help Twilight with her books or something while I go help. His eyes glazed over and his cheeks ran a little. Rarity. Robin chuckled a little. Meanwhile, Twilight dragged Pinky into her kitchen and put her hoof on her mouth. Be very quiet about this. We can't let it hear what we're about to say, okay? Pinky's muffled came under the hoof. Good. Twilight removed her hoof and took a deep breath. Pinky, have you considered that this new pony might be a changeling that's threatening the town?
Duh! Pinky smiled. He's Twilight. It's like you think I'm loopy or something. Don't worry. I made Robin Pinky promise that she wasn't an evil monster that wanted to hurt ponies.
The sound of Twilight face huffing was heard all throughout Ponyville. Pinky! She said through her gritted teeth. A monster would lie about something like that to get it to trust you! That's how a changeling works! Pinky pouted her lips.
She was so nice enough to knock on the door at the corner. What sort of monster knocks on the door?
Twilight faced off again. It might have been trying to seem nice as part of its plan. Oh! Thorax, help her out with that! Sure. Twilight took another deep breath. Okay, we're going to focus on the positives here. You found a strange pony, i.e. our main suspect in this attack. We'll just keep her here while we continue the search.
Okie dokie looking!
Pinky bounced out of the kitchen, leaving Twilight to sigh a little before following her. The two made their way back to the main room of the library, to find Spike sitting down next to Robin. Twilight, you gotta hear some of Robin's stories. They're crazy! Spike exclaimed. I'm sure they are, Twilight replied. Nothing nefarious yet. She thought as she approached Robin. Sorry about not giving a proper introduction. My name is Twilight Sparkle. She held out a hoof. Robin held out her own hoof and shook Twilight's. Robin, nice to meet you. I assume you're the owner of the library? Trying to distract me with flattery, eh? I suppose you could say that. I've always been a bit of a bookworm. I'm guessing by your cutie mark you also have an interest in reading? Twilight's lips curled in a sly grin. Gotcha. Like a changeling would know what a cutie mark means. Actually, I'm an archaeologist, Robin explained. I find out about history and record it. This magnifying glass symbolizes research, and this book represents chronology. Oh, Twilight's ears drooped a little. Okay, wasn't expecting that. Anyway, what would bring an archaeologist to Ponyville? Ponyville's less than 2 centuries old. This'll trip her up. I'm actually passing my way through to Las Pegasus. That's not to say your town lacks history. Its founding by Earth ponies, its location lying directly into the path of the dragon migration, and its close proximity to Everfree all make it an interesting town. I see. Twilight's form slumped. This doesn't make sense. She clearly knows her history. Thinking Chrysalis knew about the Canterlot mines. She's also acting like she's not interested in the town. Why? She's the prime suspect, but I don't have any hard evidence. If I could just piece everything together. Twilight! What? Twilight blurted out, sitting Pinky on her back. Oh, sorry, Pinky.
It's okay.
Pinky dusted herself off.
You're just kind of spacing out. Also, some ponies at the door.
Right. Twilight slowly turned her eyes away from Pinky and over to the door. On the other side were 4 familiar shadows. Lit up her horn, opened the door to her friends. Girls, glad you made it.
Hey, yeah, we made it,
Daz exclaimed loudly.
Nothing's gonna mess with Ponyville under my watch.
That's why you were sleeping when I found you? Applejack asked.
Hey, still kinda early. Sue me for enjoying my sleep.
I'm with Daz on this. Sue me for enjoying a good night's rest. It's nearly 11. Point.
Girls, really.
Rarity pushed the 2 arguing ponies away from her romantic. This is no time to be fighting.
I agree with Rarity,
Fluttershy murmured. Daz Powder shrugged.
Fine.
She turned her attention to Twilight.
So, what's the plan?
Step 1 was warning every pony else, Twilight explained. Since you're all here, I'm guessing that part's done. Her friends nodded. Step 2 is finding evidence. That includes the pause for Apple Acres and interviewing witnesses, while keeping our eyes out for suspicious activity. Finally, step 3, finding suspects.
Speaking of which,
Rarity raised a hoof and pointed at behind Twilight.
who is exactly that? Her mane is fabulous.
Twilight resisted the urge to face off again. That's Robin. She's supposedly a traveling archaeologist on her way to Las Pegasus.
She's an archaeologist?
A wide grin grew on Daz's face. Like Daring Do?
Well, I suppose you could say that.
A rainbow blur zoomed past Twilight over to Robin.
Oh my gosh!
Daz proceeded to do loops around Robin.
Okay, I know you're not Daring Do, but you're like the closest thing I got. Please tell me you've gone on some awesome adventures.
Robin blinked and responded. Well, to a Pegasus like yourself, it's probably not that interesting. But I did once go visit the clouds.
Did you at least explore an ancient temple?
Daz despondently asked. As a matter of fact, yes. But not all archaeologists are like Daring Do. They don't all go around having awesome adventures, kicking butt and taking names, and fighting random Nazis, or fighting random evil governments hell-bent on trying to cover up secrets and trying to destroy the world, or facing off against ancient monsters that nobody expected, or finding giant ancient golden relics that no one ever thought they would be able to find, and reuniting tribes. I just simply don't do that. That's my captain. Des started to grin again.
Did you find treasure?
Yes. Des let a girl squeal.
So awesome!
Robin took note that there was now a slight warmth in her stomach.
Rainbow Jazz!
Twilight sounded romantic about Daz's tail and pulled her away. Now's not the time to be gawking over something. We have a crisis on our hooves.
Oh, right.
Des turned and flashed Robin a sympathetic look.
Sorry about that. Just got a little excited.
Anyway, Robin's the new pony that came to town today. Twilight explained. Her friends gave her blank stares. Right when the monster showed up. Still blank stares.
The monster that can take on other ponies' forms?
She thinks I'm the monster. Robin said with a small smile. I don't blame her, though. It was Provid's plan to attack me, cause chaos, and then shift the blame on me when I arrived while I worked in secret. I hadn't thought of that, Twilight stuttered. I'm sorry. I just had some bad experiences with changelings. If one of them hurt some point under my watch, I'd never be able to forgive myself. It's quite all right, Robin replied. The other ponies, minus Twilight, breathed a sigh of relief. As I said before, you had every reason to mistrust me. At least you had valid reasons. The last bit of the sentence let a little break through Robin's usual monotone. I feel bad about it, though, and I feel worse for what I'm about to say. Twilight closed her eyes and composed herself for a moment before turning back to her friends. Okay. If what Robin says is true, then the changeling may have already succeeded in making Robin a scapegoat for whatever it's playing. Therefore, I'll keep Robin here while the rest of you go out and search for the changeling. She gave Robin a brief glance. Sorry. Besides, we all know Dash is a changeling. Oh, come on! Who we are never confirmed that! And it was an awesome story besides! I know, I just always wanted to make a reference to who we are. Alright! Dash screamed. Let's do this! The faster we take care of this changeling, the faster I get to hear some awesome adventure stories. She bolted off, leaving a rainbow contrail behind. Please, Rarity commented. The faster we get this done, the faster I can look proper. Jack eyed her fancy friend for a second. You look fine to me. Rarity has confirmed? Rarity gasped. It looked like she was about to faint. I barely brushed my feet. I only have foundation on. I haven't polished my hooves. My coat is uneven. Applejack aside, started pushing Rarity out the door, while the fancy pony continued to prowl on about minor beauty issues. Rarity looked to hove towards the door, but then retracted it.
Oh, maybe I should stay here too. Keep you two company.
Pinky popped right up in Fireside, nearly scared the Pegasus to death.
Come on, Fireside. If you like hide and go seek.
She grabbed Fireside's hoof and dragged her out the door. Fireside continued mumbling objections all the way out. Twilight closed the door with her magic, then looked at Robin with downcast eyes. Sorry. For a librarian, I would have thought your vocabulary would be more extensive, Robin replied. I'm just a little on edge, is all. However, while we're solving this issue, you're free to look at any books you want. Thank you. Robin replied as he walked over to her shelf and pulled out a book. She struggled a bit to get it with her hooves, though.
Why aren't you using your magic?
The changeling creature sapped a lot of my energy, incapacitating my magic temporarily. Robin put down the book on the table so Twilight could get a look at it. The cover read, Your Horn and You, a guide to basic unicorn magic. Going over some basic techniques might help me recover a little. Good point. I'm not too familiar with how changeling feeding works, but I know it does sap magic. I assume that unfamiliarity aren't in many books around there on those creatures. No. Twilight let up her horn, levitated a book off its shelf, over to the table Robin was near. Robin glanced at the title. Myths and Monsters of Equestrian Lore. This is one of the few books on them. However, as you can guess by the title, the information there is shaky. I can also fact-check with myself. Robin thought, Thank you. She looked over at the library for a second. I already told your assistant this, but you have a nice library. It reminds me of my old home.
Oh, were your parents librarians?
No, but a very close friend of mine was.
I see. Where are you from, anyway?
Rarity's eyes began to sparkle with curiosity. Can't be Caroline, otherwise I'd know about it.
Is it Tringham? I know they have a collection of libraries. What about Baltimore?
Well, it certainly isn't down from the south, I can tell you that much.
Well, of course it's not. I mean, you have a Texas accent. How stupid would that be?
I know. It would be almost like nobody got my character.
Right?
Robin shook her head back and forth, ignoring the warm feeling that continued growing inside her. I'm afraid my hometown is very far away. Robin partially lied. She also involuntarily took a little. For a second, she imagined the library on fire. Twilight's ears drooped again.
Oh, well, could you at least tell me its name? A general location, or...
No! Robin shouted out, then brought a hoof to her mouth. She broke eye contact with Twilight, looked down on the ground. I shouldn't have brought that up. Could I have some privacy to read? She turned away and looked into the book on magic.
Yeah, I've got some reorganizing to do upstairs anyway.
Twilight gingerly backed away. Great Twilight, stumble upon the trauma, why don't you? She gave Spike a brief glance. Come on, Spike, we got some organizing to do.
Oh,
Spike complained, but I want to hear some story. Now, Twilight commanded. She made her way to the stairs. On her way up, she noticed the books laying on the ground. Spike! You told me you got the bottom floor resettled! I did! Never mind. Twilight lit up her horn and pushed the books back on the shelves. Let's hope you get less soppy with the upstairs shelves. As soon as Spike and Twilight disappeared, Robin breathed a small sigh of relief. Good, they didn't notice. He trotted over to where Twilight had refilled the books and looked up said books. Equestrian history and basic pony biology. Robin glanced up and saw the tip of her horn. The book warned about the accidental incineration, but I need practice. She closed her eyes, and rather than focusing on her devil fruit powers, focused on her horn, and lit up with a sickly green glow, as did the two books. She opened her eyes and saw the books floating in front of her. Well, that book was meant for children. Magic must become tempered with a... The biology book began to blacken its edges. Rarity dropped the spell, and let the books fall to the ground with a thud. Everything okay down there? Twilight asked. Yes, I'm just not used to reading without my magic, Ron replied. Okay. The library became quiet again. Robin closed her eyes again, and summoned multiple black cloves to move the books to their proper locations. This will take some getting used to. She brought the hoof down and felt her full stomach. She really does love books. Hopefully I won't be dependent on her for long. The thousand sunny briefly flashed before her eyes. I hope everyone else is okay. Robin then proceeded to go back to her books. On the edge of the evergreen forest, a pair of compound eyes appeared in the shadows and looked over Ponyville. A black hoof pulled out a small, snail-like creature and its owner spoke. An unknown has entered Ponyville. Orders. Observe now. A voice came out of the snail. Find out if they are natives or seafaring. If the latter, prepare to bring the unknown to us.